Hi guys, it's Carrie with Rockin' G Farm. Today I have got to beat the storm that's coming up because I need to plant some crepe myrtles out by the front gate, and I've got a little bit of time between now and the next storm that starts. So come on with me and let's get these crepe myrtles planted.
Wagon with that. Take the wagon. I'm gonna leave my car up here.
I hope y'all can see them, but I think we have a mating pair of Canadian geese right down there beside the pond. They have been here for at least a week and a half, so we're thinking that they possibly have a nest here somewhere by the pond. We also have a second killdeer nest in our driveway, and she is seeing me come down the driveway, and she is not a happy camper. Right there. Watch her while I go close to her. Well, let me zoom out a little bit so we can see. Where'd she go? There she is. Now I'm coming closer to her. See, she's trying to keep me away. Bear, go away. So her nest is right in here. Oh, right here, just right here. Right there, and she has 4 eggs in this one also. The other one hatched probably about 4 weeks ago, so now we've got another one, and I believe we have a third nest down somewhere on the far end of the driveway because there's another killdeer that keeps running at us. So we're out here at the front gate where I'm trying to make this a pretty area for people who are just arriving to the farm. So let me give you an update real quick on the red honeysuckle that we planted up here a couple weeks back. It is looking really good and I am so excited. Let me flip y'all around and show you the red honeysuckle. So we've got lots of weeds up here that we're gonna have to deal with, but I'm just starting to plant all of my plants out here, and hopefully with some of that planting, hopefully that'll get some of the weeds gone. But look at this honeysuckle, y'all. Look at all this new growth right here. That's probably what, 4 or 5 inches of growth. We have this big stalk and then another stalk there, and I'm going to start kind of pulling it towards the fence as we do our espalier on the fence. So there's one there, and we still have 2 more on this end. Let me go over here and we'll look and see. Bear, come back over here. So, oh, look at this one. He doesn't have as much growth on it, but he sure is tall. Looking good. Oh, look at the little one here. This was one that I was thinking wasn't gonna grow very much, but it does have some new growth on it. So let's hopefully that grows, and then we can do our espalier going that way, up and to the right. And we have one more down here on this side, and it is also looking very good. Look at this awesome growth here. Looking good, good, good. Now this is an issue. These weeds have got to go, but I'll deal with that later. Bring out the weed whacker and we'll get it whacked up. But look at this. Look at all of this new growth on the honeysuckle. Let me move that back. We've got one right here too. And then this large one. Actually, we've got 3 up here. So those are looking good. I was afraid that these over here were not going to do as well as the other side, but it looks like they're really taking off also. So that's good. And then this one, like this side, we said that these were going to be a little issue, but look at that growth. Look at that big long stem. That one's a good 12 inches since we put that in there. So that's doing awesome, guys. We had the last one. Now this one was really worrisome because there was hardly any leaves on it, but I think it is bouncing back just like the other ones. Look at that. That's a good 4 inches of growth there. And look at all these. Now see, these were just sticks when I put them in, but they've got some blooms. And look, this one right down here on the ground, it's got a bloom coming out too, or some leaves. So, oh, and here's another one. Look at that, see? So I was afraid that these weren't gonna take, but I think these are good. And with the rain that we've been getting, we'll have some good growth on here to start the espalier. So this is the gate, and we are going to plant the crepe myrtles right in the corner here. I don't want them right here because they're going to get big and then block some of the driveway when we're bringing our trailers in and out. We don't want to do that, so I'm going to just kind of bring it out to the first T-post over here and the first T-post on that side. So this is what we're going to do, get it started. And I did bring some yarrow that I overwintered. It's under everything. So I'm going to plant some of that yarrow underneath these crepe myrtles also. Well, I've got one hole dug. However, there were tons of little rocks all in that area, but hopefully with the rocks it'll help with some of the drainage that we have in this area here, because this is a lot of clay soil, and hopefully the rocks will help with the drainage on that. The crepe myrtle that I've got, they are called Twilight Magic. They are full sun, and they will get 16 feet high by 8 feet wide. But when we're going to try to keep them in a tree shape instead of letting them bush out back here on the bottom. So they shouldn't get 8 feet wide, but they should still get the standard height of 16 feet. But they, as you can see, they have black, kind of burgundy leaves, and then they're going to have a deep purple flower. So I'm excited about that. You can see that right there. I did get these at Lowe's, and let me tell you why I picked this specific pot. If you look right here, these are 2 trees right there. So I am just going to cut them right down the center and plant one on this side of the driveway and one on that side of the driveway for the price of 1. So just take a little bit more pampering and a little bit more water and time to make sure that they root in really well. They might get a little shocky at first because of all the manipulation of their roots, but hopefully we'll get 2 for the price of 1 out of this. But I am so excited because these are beautiful. I absolutely love the color of the leaves. Okay, so let's see if they will just come apart on their own. Skippers here. Yep. Yeah, those need to be done. I'll leave that on there. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and pull these out. Oh yeah, they've got some baby roots around the edge. Not many, but babies. Let's see. Let's just kind of shake some of this soil off and see how much soil we can get off, and see if we can get these separated. Yeah. Look at that. See, those roots, the biggest roots were right here. These are all baby roots on the bottom. was one big one on the bottom, but yeah, see. I'm just gonna shake that dirt off. And make sure if these aren't the roots for this one, I don't want all those roots in there. Okay, so we've got a good root ball on that. And I got it in my hair. Okay, so we've got that one there. And this one's got a little bitty root ball. I mean, it's got some little roots, but as far as big roots, not many at all. So I don't know how long they've been in their pot. Obviously not long. So we've got some plant tone. I've got some shrub and tree soil. I've got biotone starter plus some cow manure and compost. So we're gonna add a little bit of all of this into this pot, into this hole, and hopefully get this crepe myrtle started really well before all the rain comes in. I am gonna add some of the natural soil or the native soil back in there, just to mix in with the potting soil that I'm adding, or the shrub and tree soil that I'm adding. Try not to get any more rocks. Right. Okay, now I'm just going to add some of this shrub and tree soil. Get that old soil in there. I'm going to mix that up just a little bit so it's just not to get it incorporated really well. Okay, so there we go. We've got that. I'm going to add a little bit of cow manure and compost. Mix this up real good with that. Because like I said, this used to be cow pasture, so the soil was not for garden. It was for hay. So we're just adding some amendments to try to get these roots to develop quickly and give it a good start off this spring before the summer comes. Now this is the biotone, or the plant tone. Give it some good nutrients in here. Gonna mix that up so that the roots are not sitting directly on top of the fertilizer. Just gonna make a little hole. And then now I'm gonna put some biotone on there. Now this is going to help stimulate root growth. So I'm gonna put a little bit in that. Kind of mix it up just a little bit. I don't want to get it too far away from the roots, but I also don't want to hurt it too bad. Okay, we're going to put this one here. Just going to kind of get those roots and just kind of push them down in that area there. Turn it around a little bit. There we go. Push a little bit. Add some more soil. And some compost. And I might have to go back up to the house to get some more supplies for out here. down. I am probably going to have to bring out a stake because we have so much wind up here that this is going to make it, the wind will make it tilt, and I don't want it to do that, so we'll bring some more out. And I think I'm going to just top the top of that part with some of this left over from the bucket to begin with. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to get a stake. It's already leaning a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I've got that. Now I'm going to add some yarrow around that just to give it some pizzazz and take up some of that area down there and hopefully stay the weeds away. Now I am just adding some little seedlings of the yarrow that I winter sowed this past winter. They're real small, but hopefully they will grow big underneath the new crepe myrtle that we planted out by the front gate. So thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. And make what you have beautiful.